What is going on YouTube? This is Sam from Team Sam here, coming to you guys with a side deck video for the January 2014 format. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you guys some of the card choices you guys are able to use in your side deck and why they are good. I'm going to explain to you guys on why they are good. And let's get started with this video, guys. So of course, start out with the monsters. And if you guys look at the list and if you guys are seeing anything that's missing, please leave it down in the comment section below so everyone can see it. And just give out your opinion on why you think that card you put is good for this format. So let's get started with the video. So of course we got for our monsters first. We got Maxi, Effect Veiler, Jordan Lockbird, DD Crow, Thunder King Ryo, Cyber Dragon, Snowman Eater, DD Warrior Lady, Raikou, and Kaiku. That rhymes. So for Maxi, Maxi is honestly one of the most versatile card you guys can put in your side deck. If you guys don't main Maxi, you guys have to main. Half the side, sorry, Maxi. Maxi's always been great. Maxi is a great card. It has always been great. During the past formats, you know, like last format we had dragons, great against dragons. You know, stopping your opponents from mass special summoning with dragons, and you know, just stopping them from overextending their plays. And Maxi is used as a resource, you know, to stop your opponent. Like, you know, you must stop, or else if you don't stop, I'm gonna keep drawing. That's what Maxi says. So it's really good. Self-explanatory Maxi. It stops many decks that does a lot of special summoning, like Heretics. The deck that I see a lot of play this format is of course YuGiOh, Karakuri, Mermails, and stuff like that. So Maxi would just take care of those decks. We got the Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler is a really versatile hand trap as well. You know, being able to stop your opponent from acting effects. Like let's say you're playing against agents. If you Effect Veiler that Earth, your opponent, if they have nothing else in their hand and they're just relying on that Earth to go off to search of Venus, that will hurt your opponent because Venus is the main engine in agents. So if you stop the Earth search, it's absolutely crucial. So that's how Effect Veiler can work. You know, it can work against YuGiOh, Karakuri as well, because sometimes they're relying on that armor to go off. You know, they flip the armor, they're trying to get the accelerator to their hand, trying to go for Gigant plays. You know, you just Veiler the armor so they can't search anything. So Effect Veiler is really good in that too. It's great against Fire Fist. You know, sometimes Bear will use that Tenki to try to pop your set face down. You can just Veiler that. You can just Veiler Bear. Sometimes when Bear is trying to do direct damage and they're trying to search for Fire Formation spell card, you can just Effect Veiler before they enter battle phase and stuff like that. Really versatile hand trap. Next got Jordan Lockbird. It's not really that versatile, but I have a feeling Prophecies might still be good. So Jordan Lockbird just takes care of Prophecies. Next we got DD Crow. DD Crow is great against decks like, you know, Dark Worlds, Inzectors, any of like decks that rely on the grave. It's great against Fire Kings as well. You know, banishing the Grunics, so Grunics can keep looping and dark holing your field. So DD Crow just takes care of that. These are all great hand traps you guys are able to put in your side deck. Next we got of course the Thunder King Ryo. I think this card is one of the best cards to put in your side deck. Or if you guys don't main Ryo, you guys have to at least side Thunder King Ryo if you guys are able to side it. Thunder King is absolutely great. It's you know, self-explanatory. It's your opponent is unable to search. You and your opponent are unable to add cards from your deck to your hand, and it's basically a solemn warning on the field. It's not like a solemn warning. It doesn't do the same thing as solemn warning, but you guys know what I mean. You know, it just prevents special summonings with the Thunder King, and it's also a great 1900 beater. Great against Prophecies, lockdown. If you summon Thunder King Ryo, you just basically lock down Prophecies right there. Thunder King is great. Next we got Cyber Dragon for the machines. We got machine decks like, you know, YuGiOh, Karakuri, Machinas, gadgets, stuff like that. Cyber Dragon just takes care of it all. And you got of course if you signing in Cyber Dragon, you have to at least have Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon in your extra deck, because you summon a Cyber Dragon and then you just basically contact fusion their field when they have all the machines, and you just make a big ass Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. So, and Cyber Dragon is of course a free special summoning when you have no monsters on board and your opponent has a monster. It's also a 2100 beater, so that's great. Runs over cards like Thunder King and stuff like that. Runs over big beaters. Cyber Dragon is a really great card, and especially if you're playing like level 5 decks like Constellars, Cyber Dragon is great because you're able to make rank 5s with the Chaos and the Cyber Dragon. So it's pretty good. It's really versatile in decks that, you know, use specifies on rank 5s like Constellars and stuff like that. And next off we got to your set destruction, monster destruction. We got, you know, Snowman Eater, DD Warrior, Raikou. They all are set for for the same purpose to uh, stop your opponent's monsters. So let's say Soul Man Eater and all these three cards are great against Black Wings, Bujins, Evil Swarms, and any types that have they have control on the board and have like big beaters on board. These little guys will just take care of it. And let's say you're playing a warrior based deck like Six Samurais, Constellars, or any deck that plays Rhoda, you will want to side in DD Warrior Lady instead of course No Man Eater. And if you're playing mill based decks like Inzectors, Agents, Chaos Dragons, you can side in of course Raikos instead into your main deck. So it all depends what you play. So that's why I put these three guys here. They all serve for the same purpose. It's great against Bujins, Constellar, just Rex Omega. Great against Chaos Dragons. Sometimes the Warrior Lady is great against Light Pulsar. You never know. So yeah, they all serve for the same purpose. And next we got Kaiku. Kaiku is one of those cards that disrupts the graveyard. Just wrecks decks that rely on grave like Crane Plants. Crane Plants is gonna be one of the popular decks in this format. You wanna have the Kaiku and just attack. Banish their cards in their grave, so they won't have any combos they can deal with. So Kaiku is great for that. Great against Chaos Dragons as well. Great against Light Sworns, banishing their Light Sworns so they can bring out the JD. Kaiku is great. It's also a 1900 beater. Yep. And after the spells, we got, of course, XYZ Encore, Prohibition, Systems Down, Mystical Space Typhoon, Smashing Ground, Soul Taker, No Man Crossout, and Dimensional Fissure. I might be missing some cards here, so if you guys see any missing cards, please leave it down in the comment section below. It'll be really helpful. So, of course, with the XYZ Encore, Ophion. Is still gonna be a card. Evil Storm is still gonna be a deck. XYZ Encore is absolutely great for that. Takes care of the Ophion. And if you're playing decks that require special summons of level 5 or higher, you might want to side XYZ Encore. You must side, sorry, not might. You must side XYZ Encore. Because Ophion can be a really problematic card. So yeah, XYZ Encore is great for that. Next we got Prohibition. Prohibition is a really versatile card as well. Let's say you're playing against Constellars. You want to activate Prohibition on Chaos, Prohibition on Zombre, Prohibition on stuff like that. You're playing against YuGiOh, Prohibition Armor, Prohibition Accelerator, stuff like that. It's a really versatile card. It stops your opponent from using the main cards in your deck. Next we got Systems Down for machine decks. As I said before, YuGiOh Karakuri, pretty big. You banish all face-up machine type monsters your opponent controls and in their graveyard. It's absolutely amazing. By a cost 1,000 life points, it's great. Systems Down. Next we got the MST. If everybody should be maining MST. If you guys don't main MST, you guys must side it. Great. It's great for back row removal as well. Great against Fire Fist. Fire Fist, sometimes they need that 10 key to resolve, and if you MST the 10 key, you're in a great position. And yeah, it's pretty sucks. Like I play Fire Fist, and when I'm relying on that 10 key to go off, and they MST it, you can't really do anything about it. And I play Constellars as well. So when they activate 10 key and and my opponent MSTs my 10 key, I get pissed off because I'm trying to get my cows to my hand as fast as possible. So MST is great. It's just great for overall in general back row removal. And heavy is gone, so you guys might want to side. Let's go Sweet Typhoon. That's Smashing Grounds for decks like Constellars. Sometimes they don't have the Omega on board. Constellars, Smashing Grounds takes care of the Pleiades. Any big problematic monsters on board, Smashing Grounds takes care of any of those decks that brings out big beaters on board. So Smashing Ground is great. It's a 1-for-1 card removal. Absolutely great. Soul Taker, great against. They both serve for the same purpose, but if you guys are playing against dragons, Soul Taker is great as well. Soul Taker, back in like 2 formats ago, Light Pulsar, Soul Taker to Light Pulsar, they won't be able to Monster Reborn back a dragon from their grave. So Soul Taker is great. We got No Man Crossout, great against set face downs like Lind, Gear Armor, stuff like that. So No Man Crossout. And we got, of course, the brother, Dimensional Fissure and Macrocosmos. Great against Mermails. They're both great against Mermails. D-Fissure is great against Mermails, plants, any of those decks that rely on graveyard. Great against Dark Worlds as well. Macrocosmos is more versatile. It's great against Fire Fist because they're not allowed to send their fire formation to the grave. Great against Mermails. Great against a lot of decks that rely on the graveyard. Great against plants, any of those decks. So you guys, like honestly, since D-Fissure and Macro and Soul Drainer is at 1, you guys might want to side all 3 of this because you want to try to get into your resources as fast as possible. because any of these cards against Mermails will just kill them. So yeah. So yeah, they all serve for the same purpose. To stop decks that rely on the grave and just rely on graveyard effects and stuff like that. Plants, zombies as well, great against zombies. You don't want their zombies in their grave. So yeah. So next we got Vanity's Emptiness, the MVP card that should be in your side deck. Besides Maxi, Vanity's Emptiness stops any mass special summonings, same purpose as Maxi, but you don't draw. Vanity's Emptiness, of course, with decks like Thunder Family, you go Starter Spark Dragon and Vanity's Emptiness. That should be game. Absolutely disgusting. Vanity's Emptiness is a great card. Of course, has seen a lot of play. Stops. It will basically stop most decks in the format. This format, YuGiOh, YuGiOh Karakuri, Mermails, Crane Plants. So for that, Vanity's Emptiness, self-explanatory. Stops special summonings. We got Skill Drain. Any decks that can main Skill Drain is absolutely great. This format, you know, just negates all effects on the field. You know, great against Fire Fist. Great against the only deck that's probably not great against is of course Mermails. Skill Drain is great against Fire Fist, YuGiOhs, Machines, Six Samurais, Bujins, stuff like that. Yeah, Skill Drain, self-explanatory. Any decks that can main Skill Drain or side Skill Drain, like Dark Worlds, Black Wings, side Skill Drain, guys, side Skill Drain. Next we got Needle Sealing for any decks that mass special summons on board. YuGiOh, mainly for YuGiOh. Next we got Mistake. Okay, Mistake is actually a great card. Same effect as Thunder King Ryo. Mistake stops your opponent basically. When you decide a mistake, you of course are trying to stop your opponent. So you stop your opponent from searching cards from your deck to your hand. Mistake is absolutely disgusting. Same effect as Thunder King. Rex Spellbooks, Rex YuGiOh. They can't search. Pretty good. Next we got Chain Disappearance. Chain Disappearance is pretty good against YuGiOh, I can say. I think Lumina has 1,000 attack. Let me check, double check. Yeah, Lumina is 1,000 attack. So if you're playing against Light Sworns, you can Chain Disappearance or Lumina, and all 3 Luminas are gone. Yeah, it's great against YuGiOh because of this card, the new YuGiOh card. What's it called? YuGiOh Augur. This card, YuGiOh Augur. This card is 500 attack. This card is absolutely amazing. And when your opponent brings out this card with, of course, Machine Duplication, is actually disgusting. So you want to Chain Disappearance that. Yeah, Chain Disappearance. It's somewhat good. You guys, it's up to you if you guys want to decide it or not. I just get putting it out there that it can stop decks like YuGiOh and somewhat Light Swords. Yeah. Next we got Royal Decree and Trap Stun. Any decks that that don't play traps, you guys might want to side in Royal Decree and Trap Stun because Heavy Storm is gone and set 5 is a thing. So Royal Decree and Trap Stun just stops you from that. Stops you from the thing. Stops us set 5. We got Iron Wall, great against Bujins. Great against any decks that requires graveyard to use as banish zone. Any cards that banish, I'm hearing Iron Wall is great against. Iron Wall, let's say you're playing against heroes. Your opponent activates Miracle Fusion. Chaining Pure Iron Wall. Thing. Yeah, it's great against Bujins. It's a really versatile trap card. Yeah. Next we got Dust Tornado for the back removal. Same purpose as Mystical Space Typhoon. Goes in match. Robbery of Warlords. Any decks that, like if you're playing YuGiOh, you want to side in Goes in match because your whole archetype is all Earth. So Goes in match doesn't really hurt you. And it, hurts decks that has different types, like different attributes, like wind-ups. Yeah, basically any deck is self-explanatory. Goes in match. You got Rowdy Warlords, great against Evil Swarms, great against Constellars. Light Imprisoning and Shadow Imprisoning. Light Imprisoning Mirror is going to be great this format because of Light Sworns, Bujins, Constellars, just wrecks them. And that's why players that are playing Light Sworns and all that, you guys want to side in Dust Tornado, Typhoon, Decree, Trap Stun, just to get rid of these annoying ass cards like Light Imprisoning. And any dark decks as well, that like Dark Worlds and Injectors. Guys need to put in the MSTs and the Dust Tornado. Next got DD Surgery, great against Prophecies, great against Bujins as well. If you're playing against Bujins, you want to be called, you activate DD Surgery, you call like Warrior or something, because they cannot activate their monster effects that are in the grave to protect their Bujins. If you activate DD Surgery and call stuff like Warrior, because they require Beast Warriors on the field, so DD Surgery just takes care of that. It's great against Prophecies. We got Overworked. This one is a classic. Great against what's it called? Fire Fist, because 10 key. All their fire formations gives them an attack boost. So Overwork just helps you from that. Just destroys all monsters whose attack is higher than its original attack. So Overwork is great. We got Malevolent Catastrophe. People who are afraid of back row. This card just takes care of mass back row destruction. It's like a heavy storm, self-explanatory. Next we got Anti-Spell Fragrance. This card is great against what's the deck? Noble Knights, and of course Spellbooks. Really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this side deck video. So here are some of the cards that you guys are able to side in your side deck. And as I said before, if you guys have any suggestions of what cards you guys are able to side in your side deck, and any suggestions, please leave it down in the comment section below. I'm probably missing out some cards, so yeah, just leave it down in the comment section below, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this side deck videos, and stay tuned for more new segments. I am bringing back my new segment on how to beat, so stay tuned to that, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and Team Sam signing out. Peace, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.